We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Aviators of Portland taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Green jack. Blaster, stick.
Lance looking to throw it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Niners at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Go red. Black shot.
And Lance now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Play action now. Levis. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Levis to throw off play action. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And Lance going to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go, set. Yellow, lining. Fight, 60. Ready.
McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Set, ready. Ready.
Again, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Yellow. Fight, white. Set, cut.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. 14-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's a give to Spears. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Levis on 3rd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And it is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. was met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Ready?
Again, McCaffrey. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Meanwhile, Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Levis looking to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
And this is 3rd down.
And Levis going to change the play.
Hey, check that. Switch. Bring it.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Spears. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Levis. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll throw it again with Levis. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Aviators get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Let's go.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Inside the 20.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Levis sets up to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Levis. Open man, it's Palmer. And they'll they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Spears. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One final shot before the half. Here's Levis to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun, here's Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards. And the Aviators are back within a score. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Aviators 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Lance.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it, and now the defense turns right around and forces the turnover.
And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, it's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams to get involved. And so far, they've done exactly that. Offense scores, defense does its job. They're making their move.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's Spears on second down.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Levis back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A second down throw from Levis.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Eric Armstead never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Now Levis.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Blaster, stick. Rail, yellow. Yellow, go.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Now Spears to begin the drive.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now they're in the hurry up.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Aviators.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Levis. Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 8. Now Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ready.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with a touchdown try in the air. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Levis's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down. This is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
And Lance now to throw. Able to find Gray here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Willis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Levis. He finds Hopkins, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake, for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.